So I passed step one. I found out a few days ago. Now it's been, I think, let me think it through. Thursday was a really busy day. In the end, I started my psych rotation. Friday was a lot busier than you would expect normally. We had 3 sort of new admitted patients. This is now the first weekend since passing step one. And what I find so funny is that it hasn't even been like 1 week, and I'm already back in what I used to do. I am spinning up a new agency. It's gonna be a website agency. I want to build it from scratch again, and this time I think I'm gonna document the whole process. I've tried playing around with software, with a little bit of B2C type of stuff, but I think I've realized that I enjoy B2B the most, and it was most worthwhile, and it just better match my vibe. I think I tend to be somebody who I can have fun. I enjoy just messing around a little bit sometimes. But when I'm working, I like being professional. I like getting things done. And I've noticed that the B2B atmosphere in business is more catered and suited for that kind of mentality. Whereas the B2C style of things ends up being a little bit like you feel like you're a little bit of a content monkey. Now it's funny because I'm recording this video right now, but you'll see I don't feel like I'm performing. I don't feel like I need to find a hook to entertain you. I feel like I can just provide value, teach useful things, do useful things, share useful pieces of information that will help folks that are watching sort of grow their businesses as I grow mine. And that's just way more fun for me to do. I don't know. I think it really just comes down to that. I think I enjoy growing businesses more than I enjoy selling another consumer product. It's just really that simple. And I've accepted that and I've realized that. So we're back to basics. We're back to doing how I started everything. It's not Janus anymore. I moved past that. I'm just going to call it Brassic Studio. And I'm going to show you what I have so far on the website. I'm going to keep things simple. I don't want to complicate things. I'm going to start outreach ASAP. Not tomorrow, because honestly, medical school is my priority at this point. I'm going to dedicate just a few hours every week to growing this thing. We're going to make it work and we're going to watch it happen, okay? So let me show you a little bit of what I have right now. This is the website. You'll see it's very basic. It's very bare bones. I'm not trying to overdo anything. I'm not trying to waste any time. It just has a nice little hero text at first. A quick sort of statement of what we do. Not overcomplicating it. I've learned from my mistakes from when I was running Janus and a bunch of things afterwards as well. I think when folks are sort of starting out business, I certainly was this way as well. Despite getting mentored to not do this, I still did this. You try to think that you can compensate for your newness or frankly lack of skill and comfort with fanciness and complexity. So you throw all these complex words and complex things on your website. You try to make everything sound cooler and it's more special and more unique. And you think you're like playing the Apple game. You know how Apple sort of calls basic technology, takes basic technology and sort of gives it its own branding, like Pro Display XDR, when really it's just an LED screen with HDR. But they have to give it the Apple branding. So I think when folks are new with agencies and any service businesses, they tend to do this. I certainly did this myself. I've learned my lesson. When you do that, you're simply just conveying the wrong message. You're immediately conveying that you're new. You're immediately conveying that you're complicated, that you're confusing. It's like the last thing you want. When somebody lands on your website, the first thing you want is for them to immediately know, what the hell do you do? What are you offering? What can you do for me? Usually if they're on your website, they already have a sense, and so they want the question answered rapidly. So that's what this is. It's simply, we make websites that make you look good, A little bit of secondary, we build clean, fast marketing sites for healthcare practices, professional services firms, and early stage companies. 2 weeks, flat rate. To the point, very simple, very straightforward. A toddler can understand what we do, right? So we're not going for everybody here. We're not going for the whole market. We're not saying, we'll do everything for you. No, we do a specific thing for a specific group of people. And we're not trying to differentiate ourselves in any other nonsense, any other sort of unique differentiators beyond simply our work. And that's it. Because at the end of the day, service business is really that. People are hiring you for your talent, your skill. And if you have employees, then your ability to gather talent and skill. So that's the next section here, which is our work. And so over here, I sort of just featured a lot of things that I myself have made over time. Now, I made these websites, so they're perfectly valid to be my portfolio. I made these websites as part of products that I made myself, but they are websites that I made that people have loved, that have performed very well, and so I'm featuring them on my portfolio. Rounds is a study tool that I made for medical students. You can click it and you can sort of see the website. It's a beautiful website. It gets the job done, and it converted really well for me when I ran some organic traffic to it. You get the gist of it. By the way, if you're a med student, highly recommend downloading the app. People love it. And Sitter is the other website. Similar situation. Gorgeous website. Folks loved it. So of course I'm going to feature it. And a few other ones that I made as well, right? So there's a bit of a proof of my portfolio, proof of my work. And this is really what's going to mainly land you your sales and your customers. You can try to throw as much jargon at people as you want. At the end of the day, the work is what matters in the end, and the work is what does the talking, right? If your portfolio is trash, nobody's going to want to work with you. If your portfolio is really good, but it's not actually what you yourself did, people are going to find out pretty damn quickly, and you're going to end up in the same spot, probably worse, because now you tarnish your reputation as well. So you don't really need all these other unique differentiators. You really just need your work, and that's it. And just accept that not everybody's going to love what you did, but the ones who do are the ones who are going to be your clients. A simple process of how it works: 2 weeks. Week 1, you send us your stuff. Week 2, we refine it, build it, we test it, and we launch it. That's it. Simple as that. And if you want, we have an ongoing retainer for edits and updates in the future as well. I'm not trying to waste anybody's time here. I'm not trying to waste my time here, right? So we simply state what our projects start at, $3,500 for any website engagement, and then retainers start at $400 a month. It's very straightforward, very to the point. Don't need to overcomplicate it. Don't need a starter tier, pro tier, scale tier, all that crap. You don't need that stuff, especially when you're starting out, right? When you're starting out, you need to accept that any name you give the business means nothing. Nobody cares about the name. Like, I'm calling this thing Brask Studio. Nobody knows what the hell Brask Studio is. Every single person I'm going to reach out to, they're never going to have heard of it. It means nothing to them. It means absolutely nothing. So, overcomplicating and doing all this other stuff isn't really going to help you. At the end of the day, if somebody buys from you, they're buying from you, the person they spoke with, what you sold them on, how you sort of came off to them, and whether or not they could trust that you would get the job done for them. They're buying from you as an individual. So all the other stuff doesn't really matter, right? So as a result of that, you can be pretty straightforward. You can say, hey, this is how much it costs. Hey, this is who I am. This is why I'm qualified to work on this stuff. I've been doing this for many years, and I'm frankly obsessed with it. And it's a simple contact form at the end. You can just simply send a message, and that's it. That's the whole website. It's simple, it's to the point, it's functional. So we have it done. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. I'm just going to take it as it is. And this took me like an hour to make, I think. And I'm going to start outreach. So the next time I'm going to be talking to you guys, I'm going to be planning out emails. I'm inserting some outreach, and that's what we're going to see. Cool.